Hey, you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hopefully you're having an amazing day. This is a thankful Thursday in Austin, Texas, and I am thankful for you and thankful for the rain at the same time. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you are not only stepping goals, but achieving those things as we close. This year comes to a close. It's crazy to think that 2023 is coming to a close, but I can't be more thankful for you and that you're here. So today here, friends, we're going to dive into a new topic. Our topic is I'm going to be talking about risk today. Yes, risk, R-I-S-K. And I really want to think about this. I want you to think about this. One of my favorite quotes. It goes like this. It says, without risk, there's no reward. And I believe that without challenge, there's no change. So I found myself many times when it comes to risk, it was something that I looked to avoid. So today, I want to give you a framework. And yes, our framework is actually going to be risk. I want to give a new definition for you because, it's kind of funny when you say without risk, there's no reward. But many times, the risk outweighed the reward, right? Many times it was something when it came to be risky, when it came to achieving the goal, I saw the risk, something that deterred me from even trying, something that kind of made me not even made me not even see my goal as being a possibility to me because the risk seemed too great. But I believe, like I said, it's that challenge that changes you and allows you to rise to the occasion. So, right, friends, we're going to go into my framework and I'm going to give you that R because I believe this R is the most important thing when it comes to your goal. Because as it comes to the end of this year and as we be coming into get into the new year, it's time to run, friends. That R is going to stand for run. Now, when I'm talking about running, I'm talking about running towards your goals, running towards your dreams, running towards a thing you're looking to achieve. But now that we know it's risky, I want you to think about your run. You know what? And when I talk about running, the thing I love about running is everybody has their own pace, right? Every goal demands its own pace and its own caution with that risk. And when it comes to form of running, I want you to think about running as in the world of, I thought about a minefield. I think about the world as a minefield. And as you have that metal detector sweeping through it ahead of you, as you set that goal to keep yourself on track, I want you to think about I wouldn't run into a minefield, would I? You go in prepared. You're gonna sweep the ground looking for anything and everything that's gonna pull you off, of course. Because many times I feel like we run into the minefield, we run into towards our goals, and we run into the things that we run into distraction. We run into an explosion of something else is gonna pull me off my goal. We run into someone else's plan. We run into everything that's gonna pull us off course. But I believe in we set that course. When we're going to run towards our goal, we're going to run with caution. We're going to run planning ahead, knowing that there's going to be obstacles in the way and that I'm going to avoid them. Not only avoid them, but I'm going to anticipate them. And I'm going to anticipate them on my run because I prepared myself for success. So now that we're running towards our goal, having that mind sweeper, knowing that there's going to be obstacles in the way, but realizing that without that risk, there's no reward, right? It's that risk of that going through that minefield, that risk of going through those distractions, that risk of knowing that I'm going to be in uncomfortable places, realizing that at the end of that risk is that reward, is my goal. And it's worth it. It's worth it. So now that we've set our goals, we're running towards it, realizing that there's going to be challenges along the road. It's time to imagine the possibilities. So that I comes to imagining the possibilities. I want you to start to imagine the possibilities for yourself because I got to be honest with you. This time last year, I can imagine myself being right here. And I want you to ask yourself, last year, am I where I imagined myself? Have I exceeded my own expectations? Have I challenged myself? Have I taken the risk to level me up and challenge me in a new way? Because I got to be honest, to get to this point, I had to imagine it. And how I imagined that was simply daily journaling. It was hard for me to imagine something to do something not only that I've never done, but something that I felt was so risky, something that was simply so afraid of, something that I wanted to avoid because I couldn't imagine myself doing it. But as I implemented daily journaling, I started to imagine the possibilities. And as I imagined the possibilities, I started to find those mentors and find people that were doing the exact same thing that I was doing. And now when I saw that it was possible for them and I can see the possibilities for me. Right. So I want you to think about those things that you set a goal for, but you haven't imagined them really happening for you, or you can't see them technically happening for yourselves because you don't feel like you have a chance. And I felt the same way. But I realized that it's time to reimagine your possibilities. It's trying to know that the things that your goals, your dreams, and the things you're looking to achieve are here for you, but it's time to imagine the possibilities. So now that we're running towards the goal with our purpose, now that we're imagining the possibilities, it comes to our S. And it simply comes down to sticking to the plan. I believe more now than ever, it is more important that you stick to the plan. Because in a set it, forget it world, I feel like every time we start a new year, we set the goal, we set the dream, we set the goal, and then halfway through the year, we forget it. We forget the work that we put in. We forget what the it requires. We forget the opportunities and the challenges that are going to come our way. So when we set the goal, we forget the goal and forget what it takes to achieve it. So I want you to ask yourself that question. Did I set that goal at the beginning of the year? Did I forget it? Did I do what it takes? Because I found myself many years setting that goal every single year, wondering why it wasn't happening because I set that goal. And the biggest action I say is when I not necessarily like you forgot your goal, but you forgot what it was going to take. You forgot it's going to demand that you show up and have a plan. It's going to demand that you show up every day trying to achieve the thing you're looking to desire. Because I realized that it wasn't so much I set the goal and forget it, is I set the goal and I forget to do the daily actions. I forgot to do the daily action that were going to set me up to not only achieving it because I was setting the goal and I was forgetting the daily actions. So I want you to ask yourself, did I set that goal in 2023 and forget the daily actions and wondering why it was forgotten? Because I believe now that we're starting to run towards your goal, now that you're imagining the possibilities, now that you're setting that goal and you're sticking to the plan, because you're not going to forget it this time, it's time to set that goal. Yes, set it and stick to the plan. Because now we're going to stick to the plan of doing those daily actions. This is the most important key, is our K, is knowing that it's possible for you. Know that your goal is possible for you. Know that your vision is possible for you. Know that the thing that you're looking to achieve, the thing you're willing to work for, is possible for you if you're willing to run. If you're willing to imagine the possibilities. If you're willing to stick to the plan and know that it can happen for you. Because many times I found myself feeling alone, wanting this thing that I couldn't imagine happening for me, and never thinking it was meant for me. And one of the key things is I realized I started to look at the people. The people that inspired me, my inspirations, my motivations, the people that are doing the things that I would like to do. And I realized I was showing up and they were doing the work. So when you imagine the possibilities of what you're looking to achieve next year, or but before this year ends, because it's not over yet, I want you to ask yourself, have I solidified that I know that this is possible for me? It's not only possible for me to achieve my goal. It's not only possible for me to achieve the thing that I'm looking to work for, it's necessary. It's necessary when it comes to just achieving your overall goal. So now that we've kind of that framework of risk is now that we're running towards our goal, now that you're going to imagine the possibilities, now you're going to stick to the plan by doing the daily work that it takes and demands to get to, and you know that it's possible. I believe now you can take risk head on, realizing that you're not limited by fear, you're not limited by doubt, but realizing that after that risk is a reward. And after that reward, in that challenge is where I change. In that risk is where I grow. In that risk is where I show up, is where I set that goal, is where I keep going no matter what. Because without risk, my friends, there's no reward. And without challenge, there's no change. I'm super thankful for you guys. Hope finding value from this because I am. I'm growing and we're in this together. Hey, friends, I want to give you a little bit of updates on lots of amazing opportunities. Maybe you're like, Sam, hey, I'm ready to run towards my fitness goals. I'm ready to imagine the possibilities. I'm ready to stick to the plan, but I'm ready to set it and not forget it this year. I'm ready to know that can happen for me. I have an amazing chance for you. So I'm going to give you a link. If you click my link in my comments in my bio, I can actually give you 4 weeks free of unlimited workouts, outdoor, online, and we have an on-demand library. Let's not only remove the excuse of time being a barrier, but let's make your fitness goals a reality. Let's make your fitness goals a reality, and I will be your partner along the way, cheering you on, and you have a community to get you there as well. But hey, it gets even better. I realized as a trainer that the workout is just one piece of the puzzle. And one of my favorite quotes goes like this. It says, you can't outwork a bad diet. So not only are you going to get 4 weeks of that unlimited workouts, me as your accountability partner and a community to support you along the way, you're going to get 4 weeks free. Yes, 4 weeks free of nutrition coaching. Now, what does that mean, Sam? That means dietary restricted. Even if you have dietary restrictions, we have custom meal plans made for your macros that are going to get you to your goal. Let's remove the guesswork and let's get down to work. It's time to remove the guesswork, get to work, and make your fitness goals a reality. With 4 weeks free of unlimited workouts and 4 weeks free of nutrition coaching, I believe you can not only make 2024 the year where you achieve your goals, but your best year of health ever. Let's do this.